Okay, great. So I'd like to welcome everybody who is here today. My name again is Adil Akiyemi, and what I want to share with us very quickly is a little bit about the experiments we did yesterday and how we can make it into a rule. Now, you agree with me, and I know if you are here today, you probably agree with me. You agree with me that gifts are powerful. If you know and you have experienced and you have signed up people and you have made sales and you have gotten people in your team and your business by starting with a gift, okay, just type in that chat box, I am a witness. Okay, all of us know because someone says true. Okay, yes, gifts are powerful. Gifts are powerful. Okay, good, and I'm a witness. Now, I don't know if you know why gifts are so powerful, but I want to give you a secret weapon here again today. And I'm going to share with you how this can work. And you'll tell me, if it's something you would like to do, or if there's a way you would like us to modify it. So there's a training, there's a conversation, there's something I'd like us to be a part of here. Why are gifts so powerful? There is a law called the law of reciprocity. This law is an amazing law and is a law that works. This law says, and I quote, in no direct term, people are obliged to give back to others the form of a behavior, gift, or service that they have received first. People are obliged. There's an obligation in every human mind to pay back every gift if it's a proper person, and most people are proper people. If a person is a proper person, the person is in their mind thinking, how can I pay this person back for this good that they have done to me? This is the law of how life works. It is a fixed action pattern. It's something that almost like animals respond to particular things, human beings respond to generosity by in their mind having a form of obligation or indebtedness to the person who gave them. Our obligation is not dependent on whether we like the favor, request the favor, or even welcome the favor. So even when the favor that we receive we don't like, even when the favor we receive we didn't request, even when the favor we received we like or don't like, all of this does not matter. Okay, yes, like you said, is the psychology of persuasion. We are obligated. Our obligation is not dependent. This makes it very powerful. Is not dependent on whether we asked for it or we didn't ask for it, whether we like it or we don't like it, whether we are the ones, whether you like or don't like, whether you request or don't request, whether you even welcome it, that even when the request or the favor is not welcome, you still have obligation. Now, and what this does is it enforces uninvited debts, triggers unfair exchanges, and makes us respond positively even when all we are given is a concession. Once set in motion, reciprocity does not need to be invited, nor the exchange equal. What does this mean? It means if I give you a sweet, you will find yourself indebted to give me. I give you a sweet as a restaurant or a person in the restaurant as a restaurant waiter or waitress. I give you a sweet, and you want to tip me. You find you tip me 500 naira. You find you tip me 100 naira. How much is the sweet? The sweet is 10 naira, but you are willing to tip me 100 or 200 naira or round up my debt to to the nearest thousand because of that little tip. It means it sets up debts that are an unfair exchanges. It makes us respond positively even if all we are given is a concession. Once set in motion, reciprocity does not need to be invited, nor does it need to be equal. It's a powerful law. Okay? It's a powerful law. Uh, and I want us to learn how to use this well, because we did a little experiment recently and we realized how beautiful that experiment is. Now, there are so many studies that I can share with you to show you how this works. There are network marketing companies that have institutionalized reciprocity. Amway, they give what they call bugs. They give their customers bugs as what they give them to go and test the product out. Is that they are launching a bug into the person that will eventually make the person come on board. For some people, there's power of means, and the power of means analysis that was done in a restaurant of if you give somebody one sweet, how much tips you expect. If you give the person two sweets, what else changes? The person gives you much more than one sweet. And then if you give a second sweet with a little comment, showing that this second sweet is after a lot of consideration of how good they are that you're giving them, you can even get more results. Now, they say that extra little tips achieve much more than double in the value of what the increase you will have enjoyed for just doubling it. So there's a strategic way to give gifts. There's a strategic way to use the law of reciprocity to build your business. The Hare Krishna Society, they were giving people unwanted gifts. They were giving them flowers. They did the research. They found out most of the flowers that these people got, they finally dumped in a dustbin. People are collecting the gifts and dumping it in a dustbin, but it didn't remove the indebtedness. They still went ahead to contribute, even though they did not want the gifts. So even unwanted gifts can be used strategically to create value. People were collecting a bottle of Coke in Reagan's study, and they were willing to buy a ticket that was more than 10 times the price of the Coke that they had drank, because the Coke that they had drank gave them a feeling of indebtedness. Now, even giving a concession, like, like Emma was sharing the video I watched recently, he's saying, even if somebody says to you, no, I don't want to buy your product, the fact that they told you no, the way you respond to that no and you accept that no can indicate that you have given them a gift. Every time somebody says no to you, it's inconvenient for them to say no to you. When you accept their no in good favor and you ask them, can you tell me about somebody else who may be interested? You have given them a concession. By accepting their no, they are now still indebted to you to give you other referrals. Ladies and gentlemen, if you understand how to strategically wield this, you can achieve phenomenal things. And we give a number of practical examples. Okay, plenty of practical examples of packaging products for influential prospects. Now, if you give a beggar a gift, it's not going to do anything, because the beggar is already feeling entitled. The beggar wants to collect something from you. That's not how to use the law of reciprocity. You use the law of reciprocity by giving gifts to people who naturally can afford to be in your business, naturally can afford to do what you want them to do. You want to just use this gift as a trigger to start off the process. You want to use the gift as a trigger to start off the process, and it is an amazing trigger. Okay, so NGOs give a gift, for donation. That's the way to, give you a Coke, and then you buy a raffle ticket. Entertainment prospects, if you want to close one-on-one meetings and you give a Coke to somebody that you're trying to meet up with and share an opportunity with, and say, take this bottle of Coke, let's talk. The fact that you're giving the gifts ahead makes the conversation you're going to have go very smooth, and makes you able to make a demand, because indebtedness does not look at the equation or the value. People are willing to commit because of that trigger. Okay. Also, if you say to somebody, come and sign up with the VIP, and the person says, that's a lot of money, by virtue of the fact that you are giving them platinum as a concession, it makes it more likely that they will say yes, because you're giving them something bigger to say no to. You have used the law of reciprocity without giving anything to make the person able to sign up better, because you started from a high place to a low place. Now, these are all manifestations of this law that we can spend quality time analyzing and looking at. It is amazing. Now, we did something yesterday with reciprocity, and I want us to look at it together. Okay. I saw that yesterday. I just mentioned in the meeting, about 3 hours before the meeting, showing us that we don't need too much time to prepare people for meetings. And we said, invite guests and tell them that there is a bottle of 250 mils for every guest that attends. Okay. Now, they came en masse. The group was packed. We had 100+ people coming in. In fact, my data analytics told me that about 300 people wanted to enter the room. Over 300 people wanted to enter that room. Over 300 people clicked on the link to join that meeting. Only 100 was able to join. Some people left, some people came back in. It was a tug of war. What created that spike? A gift. A gift. And something very interesting happened as well. I'd like to show something very interesting that happened that I observed. I'd like to show you this so that you can see. What was the interesting thing I observed? I observed that these people came for this meeting, even though they came because you had promised a gift of some sort. I want to show you something very interesting that I saw that also basically just warmed my heart and makes me realize we have some work to do. Let me show you this. Please pay attention to this. For some of us who have gone ahead to look at it, it may be interesting for you. For some of us who have not looked at it, I would like you to look at this with me so that you can see what is here. I think this is it. Let's see. I hope this is it. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look at what the people are saying. Okay, so we have different kinds of responses. Which pack are you interested in? Look at, people are interested in bronze pack, gold, bronze, silver, gold, bronze, silver, bronze. People are choosing packs that they are interested in. Now, look at the comments. What's your decision? Someone says, I'm interested, but I don't have any money. That means those people were not invited. You didn't invite the right people. This is just a test of the quality of who you invited. Somebody said next month. Someone said, I want to join this month. I want to join this month. I want to join this month. Still thinking about it. I want to join within the next 7 days. I'm interested, but I don't have the money. I want to join this month. I want to join this month. I will join later. I'm interested, I don't have the money. I'm still watching. I'm interested, I don't have the money. We'll join soon. I want to join this month. I will join. I want to join. I've talked to the person that invited me. I want to join in the next 7 days. I want to join in the next 7 days. I'm interested. I don't have money. I want to join this month. I want to join this month. Now listen to this. I don't know if you can see that. That's from yesterday's meeting. Now, these people came on a gift. But based on this gift, people are saying, this is what I want to do. I am ready to join this month. This month is ending in 3 days. I want to join in 7 days. That is early next month. Someone says, I want to join this month. This month is over. I want to join. And some people are saying, maybe later, maybe this, maybe that. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This law of reciprocity has allowed a number of people to want to come for the meetings. What does this mean? This means there's a phenomenal opportunity here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an opportunity to leverage this and make it work well for our business. Now, is it going to be easy for the company to be making the products available so that people can use as gifts? It's going to be complex and uncoordinated to manage. So here's what I'm proposing. And I'll tell you, tell me if it's a good idea or not. Okay, what I'm thinking is we can let members learn this model and begin to practice it. And how will it work? It means invite your guests, and don't invite guests that are suspects. Invite prospects. Prospect means this person, if they know better, can afford it. Now, everybody that said, I don't have enough money, is just an objection. People can be made to have more money for anything that they believe in. So it just means you need to have a one-on-one conversation with them and help them, ask, obtain, verify, and transmit, understand what the regulation is, and guide them to sign up. But the ones who said, I want to join this month, and I've already given you a commitment, you have easy, direct road to closure. Now, for those who said, I don't want to, I'm not sure, still give them the gift and then follow up to close. That gift creates an indebtedness that allows you to be able to close that journey. But here's what I think we can do. Everybody can begin to invite their guests, and we can make it a law and say, when you have a guest, this is what you want to do. You want to give them a gift. Check their form after you have given them, after you have told them there will be a gift. Check their form. Tell them there will be a little quiz to show that they were present. That quiz, even if you answer that you are not interested, you will still score all the marks. The only reason you will not score all the marks is if you miss one of 2 or 3 basic questions. And the questions are, who is the presenter? The question is, what does the product do? And something very simple that everybody who was in the presentation from beginning to the end should have heard, okay, because it was said over and over and over again. So you can check the form to see if they are interested in signing up or not, to see what their objection is, to see a little bit of data analysis about them, follow up to give them the gifts, and when you're following up to give them the gifts, follow up to sign them up as well, and pull them to join you in doing the same thing. It's very simple. I like what Damilola said. Damilola said, for the first set of products I got, I did not sell any. Okay, I gave out everything. And I don't know where she got that from, and she's the last person that spoke, but she's speaking directly into my heart of exactly what I thought was possible. I thought if your bronze pack gives you 16 products, you have 5 balm, 5 30 meals, and then you have one of this, one of this, one of this, one of this. You have about 16 different products for your bronze pack. If you use it to invite 16 people into a meeting, and 8 of them can sign up and join, based on the instant reward you're going to earn from the 5 of them alone, not counting your personal bonus, not counting your binary income, not counting your matrix value, not counting anything else. If you're able to use this to get 16 people to your business and 8 of them join, you already have your capital back in your hand. You have broken even. Everything that happens from then on is profit. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a very simple, very basic business formula. It's saying that you can grow your business this way. Okay. Good. One already ready to sign up today. Bronze pack. That's somebody who came from yesterday. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you can do this. The company did yesterday to prime the process. In fact, it wasn't the company. I'll be honest with you. It was me. It was my own GMX that I used to do the promo yesterday. And even though I said some people came late, I'm still going to extend the gift to all the people that even came and filled late. So I owe 55 bottles. These 55 bottles are less than 2 of my GMXs. But guess what? If I am doing that to support my team and people are signing up, people live for center, and I can see the commitments to sign up from 58 people that came on board, isn't that amazing? So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you a question today as we bring this meeting to a close. Is this something you need to be doing from time to time? Isn't this something you need to be doing and tell yourself, okay, this is the day of the week I'm going to choose and I'm going to do this? Yesterday, the rooms were packed full. Something I think everybody should know as well is Zoom is free. What we're using is the paid version, but if you are doing a 45 minutes meeting and you want to meet directly with your guest, you can bring them to your meeting, you can speak in the meeting, you can give them a gift to be in the meeting, and you can start that process going. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can arm ourselves with this and do this. We can do this at team levels. We can do this directly. Okay, I have no problems supporting a few people to say, let's start. Okay, this is which one we did yesterday. So there's a gift available. If you can make it, you get this gift. And it showed us that the room became too small. Now, we can get bigger rooms. The room that you're in currently can seat 500. Okay, the room that we're in yesterday is 100. For today, I'll still go with a small room. But if all of us are driving this way, imagine what we can do. Okay, it may not be something that you will do plenty of people every day, maybe one, and that person, so that you don't have so many people that cannot follow up on them. You have one or two, so that once the meeting is over, you engage with them one-on-one, you give them the gifts, you close the sale, you bring them on board, rinse and repeat the next day, and you keep firing down and keep going. Okay, I can see Dr. Fumina says yes. So I'd like us to take a quick census before we bring this meeting to a close. Is this something we would like to be doing? Okay, the company will, I won't always be able to give you my own products for you to do free gifts. I'm going to give this first set. But is this something that you're going to be willing to be able to do? Because guess what? This is how you spread your tentacles. Don Feiler says if anybody has a problem sharing this opportunity with others, it's because they don't know that this is an absolutely amazing way to retire in 3 to 5 years. You can be earning $5,000 equivalent, $10,000 equivalent, $20,000 equivalent on a weekly basis from this business if you build and grow it with time. And ladies and gentlemen, you and I are not giving people unwanted gifts. We are giving people gifts that they will share testimonies about. See the testimonies we have heard today alone. Is it not amazing? Testimonies we have heard alone today is amazing. So imagine that we are giving that. Someone says, I've started already. Awesome. Okay, yes, it means each member can give their guests gifts. So you can let them know. You can, if you don't want it to sound like you're the one, you can make it sound like the company, but you can owe the responsibility of giving your guest a gift. And I think 250 meals works. You know what? Let me tell you the truth. Yesterday, what I wanted to do yesterday, I was thinking maybe I should do 500 meals. But I guess 250 meals works. If you have fire, you give some people fire. If you have restore, you give somebody restore. If you have BAM, you give somebody BAM. Every product is a hit. You can do this. And you can do, somebody had 8 guests yesterday. 8. Now, I'm worried. Will they be able to follow up on 8 people before today? Can they get them all closed? So you can just invite 2. Yeah, if all of us invite 2, 1, guess what? And you give them the gift, you close it, you see their comments. I think the quiz was also amazing as well, because those quiz questions helped us to know who is ready to sign up, who doesn't have money, which pack are they interested in. It helps you to start the conversation. Your needs analysis has already been done. So prospecting, they came for the prospect meeting, appointment setting, you fix an appointment at the meeting, needs analysis, you have an Excel sheet of their responses, you can check up and see what they have said, and then your presentation can be direct. 20 minutes, they don't file away. 3 minutes company, 7 minutes the product, 10 minutes conversion plan, done. And guess what? Objections handled, closure, get referrals, put them in the next meeting. Simple and straightforward. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready to go, we're going to do this. We can start this from today. Yes, we may not have 100 people in the room. I don't think it's about having 100 people in the room. I think it's good for us to build our momentum to have 100 people in the room and have more than 100 in the room. But we saw that this works. Giving the gift works. Even people that did not have money to sign up joined the Zoom meeting. That's amazing. And then you can do the feedback. You can do the feedback session with them and then go ahead with it. Someone says it's not bad to communicate that the gift is on the company. Yes, please, by all means, communicate that the gift is on the company. Let them know the gift is on the company. We'll find ways to make it easier, simpler, nicer to do. But ladies and gentlemen, it's not a bad idea if your sign up products or even your GMX, you use it to open the door for your business. In business, that's what they call the lifetime value of a customer. In closing, that's what they call the lifetime value of a customer. Many companies, or what they call acquisition costs, many companies are willing to spend 1,000 naira to acquire a customer who is coming to buy 100 naira worth of products, because they know that the lifetime value of that customer over the course of the next 5 years is actually 1 million. Now imagine this. I spend 5,000 naira to acquire. So if I'm using my reader bottle, I'm spending 2,000 naira to acquire a customer who joins my team. Yeah. And then he joins my team, he upgrades to VIP. He joins my team, he does his GMX. He does my team, he's like Olubuzola, who says she now has 6 people in her team. She builds her team. Her team is going wilder. Is she worth the acquisition cost of 2,000 naira? Oh, yes, much more. So he's saying, look, and I'm going to do a training on this, okay? Lifetime value, acquisition costs. We need to understand it. It's a very essential part of our business. So if I acquire a customer that is going to bring 1 million naira to my pocket, I acquire that customer for 5,000 naira. Is it too much? No. I have a downline, and I don't know if maybe my downline is in this business. I have a downline that if I look at the matching bonus that I've earned on this, my downline, when we're actively driving and growing, and I was doing the business as well as what I want to, open a new phase and begin to drive. From this particular downline, I probably earned over 15 million naira. If I spent 1 million naira to acquire that customer, it wasn't too much. There's a business I did one time. I organized a dinner for some people. That dinner cost me like 5,000 naira per head. One person in that meeting was able to do business worth 60 million and profits worth 5 million. If it cost me 5,000 naira, let's even say all the money I spent on everybody was from this person, and it cost me, maybe there were 10 of them in the meeting, 50,000 naira to acquire this person. The lifetime value of that transaction has run into multiple millions. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the thinking you want to have about a business. Acquisition costs, lifetime value. Acquisition costs, lifetime value. If I bring a person to my team and this person becomes a firecracker, big organization, becomes 5-star diamond, if I spent 10 million naira to acquire them, it was worth it. So that's what you want to learn how to do. And that's how we give gifts to invite people for meetings. I think it's brilliant. I think we want to do more of this. Okay. And then the product goes out, the product opens up the doors, opens up people's minds, and does phenomenal things. I think that's beautiful as well. So that's it in a nutshell. I think if you have learned something from this and it is value, can you just say yes? And then we'll bring this meeting to a close.